lovely, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely. Okay then. We are just about to get underway. We only have 15 drivers actually, so one more and plays might be out. So he's taking it risky here, isn't he? Just fully logging in now. Haven't quite managed to get that going yet. Share link. Okay then, everybody. We are just getting underway now. Play's already retired, thinking he was completely safe, but he's not completely safe. He will be shaking at the moment and a bit worried, I would think. Arrows then just about to cross the line after his first flying lap. First person to complete a lap. 33.2. We'll see how that compares to everyone else in just a second. Now we have Dejuke about to cross the line, coming through the final two corners now. Ooh, goes very wide there. Harvey sets a wonderful time of a 31.3. Struggled to beat that in a hurry as Dejuke goes second with a 32 flat, not 22 flat. Very nicely done indeed there. Mint Elephant has gone third fastest with a 1:23.2. Only 4 people having set times though, so we'll see how well that's just done. How well he has done later on. Lemon's on a flying lap now as well with his teammate right behind. Possibly doing a little slipstream strategy here. Up into plays, he pressed retire. So he was just like, nope, I'm going to retire. I'm through. But he might not be through. So we'll see whether he actually gets through here. And if someone else joins, he probably won't be. Right at the beginning, there was only 11 people. He thought he was going to be through immediately. And then 4 more people joined. So he is now in a spot of bother. And then Lemons is going to be the next person to cross the line. What kind of time can he put together? Currently 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. It's going to be not fastest. Oh, it is going to be fastest. Misjudged that, but Lemons goes fastest then. Harvey seconds. Arrow's pulling the pits at the end of that one. Yep, full qualifying. 15 people, so we are doing full quali. Wait, we don't actually have 15 people. I've just realised. Look, it says 15, but we don't. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 12 people, so he will most likely be fine. I was just going off the numbers. There is not 15 names there. So, yeah, players will probably most likely be fine then. Everyone else will be wasting a set of tyres in this quali. There is no point in completing any more laps. You're guaranteed through! Jesse out! But it's not because he pressed retire. He actually crashed, which means he will not be going through into Q2. Devastation for Jesse, then won't be able to take part in the second qualifying and will be pretty upset with himself there. Now TQ about to cross the line. Looking very strong last week in Abu Dhabi. Crossing the line, it was invalid, so we'll be going for it again. This engine sound... I think there's an engine glitch at the moment where you actually can't hear the engine, you can just hear the battery. and we've got that currently on F1ABEEZ. So it will just be hearing Pigs' battery for the time being, I guess, if that's what you wanted to hear. Now Oscar, whoa, a little bit of a moment there for Oscar, but he managed to collect it quite nicely there. We also have the engine glitch on him as well. Pigs goes into third place, overtaking Dayjock, Mint and Arrows there. So wonderful lap from him. Goes into 32 flats, very similar to Dayjock's time. So I'm expecting Dayjock to be able to do better than that in just a second. Smithy, after a podium last time out, looking to improve on that, looking to do one better here, possibly get himself a second place or even the win in this one. But he won't be helped by the fact that the people who messed up last time round haven't messed up so far. Oscar goes 6th. Something happened. Dayjock has retired. He actually crashed as well, so he won't be going through into the next session. He will qualify in 11th, and that is Dayjuke. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, exactly the same thing. Yeah, he has crashed though. Dayjuke he has gone through. Juice. Oh, okay. Juice. Right. They juice. Right. Weird. Smithy goes second place then, ahead of his teammate. That changes the hierarchy at the team, especially after the quali and race last time out. After Harvey. Bad quali, good race until he tried to go 3 wide in that one. And obviously it didn't go very well for him. He spun. Dropped right the way back down, just managing to clinch himself some points in the end. That's really weird. I don't like the name. I really don't like saying Dayjuice. Okay. Someone could have told me that last week as well, by the way. So, someone could have told me that. Someone could have told me that. But it's fine. It's fine. Well, yeah, Hype's a podium. He won last race. I want to keep bringing it up because it's annoying me. Okay. Yeah, Hype's a podium. He is most likely going to manage to get a podium here today. He was very, very strong last week, managing to get himself a win after his biggest competitors either crashed into him or just spun and crashed out. I'm looking at you, RL Jake. Lemons on what seems to be a fast lap here. I don't know whether it is or not, but he is going out again. Hype's on his outlap now. We're going to see what he can do here. Is it going to be a strong lap or will he struggle? We'll have to wait and see. Hype's not one to struggle, but you never know. At a new track, it's a new day as well. You don't know how he's feeling, so it could be a bad lap from him here, but I'm expecting him to go possibly into the top 3, definitely in the top 4. Here we go then. Down the main straights, up the hill, very steep hill. Now swoops into turn 1, smacks the apex very nicely there. Now swoops back down the hill through the Maggots Beckett's section, the fake Maggots Beckett section actually, as swerving into every single corner. A little bit of understeer at the mid corner there. Whoa! And then there's some oversteer, and he's out. Hypes is out of the race. That puts him right the way down in 14th, and he will not be competing in the next quali. Shame for Hypes there, but he will have free choice of tyre. That is what he'll be looking at now, thinking about what he is doing in terms of race strategy. That is the only way he can manage to do something here, I would think. TQ just coming into the final sector now. He's set a purple sector 2, so looking very strong is TQ. As he then comes to very weird double apex corner. Now into the fake in Istanbul turn 8. Swooping round this corner, smacking the apex on the entry and smacking the apex on the exit as well. And then very, very nice indeed. That next corner, almost flat out, but not quite. A little bit off camber as well, that final corner. Wonderful, opens DRS perfectly, he goes third. Good lap time from TQ there. Just off the time of Smithy, just ahead the time of Harvey. So we've got a battle hotting up for first. I'm expecting everyone to retire now, I would think. It's the smartest thing to do. I think he's just going to pull into the pits and then we'll probably retire. The rest I urge to retire so we can get onto Q2, where everything steps up one more ramp of difficulty. Plays will be through though into Q2, that is definite. He's currently sitting in P9 and the 3 people behind him all crashing out. He pressing retire, so we'll be able to go through into the next session, whereas the other guys will not because their car is too damaged, they cannot fix it in time. Lemons has retired now, leaving only 4 people left to retire. Arrows is coming out for another lap, that's really weird. What is Arrows doing? On a fresh set of tyres as well. What? I think. Yeah, fresh set of tyres. What's he doing there? What is he doing, Arrows? He's just wasting another set of tyres. Maybe just trying to get himself used to the track, but seems a bit weird to me. And just a reminder, as long as all of these guys, the top 9, don't crash out, they'll be through to Q3 as well. So as long as you don't crash out, you will be into Q3. They will be looking to set their fastest times on the mediums, because that is the preferred race tyre. As going for his lap then, we'll go on board with him, might as well. He's currently set a 1:33.254. We'll have to wait and see whether he can get any better in that one. Hits the apex absolutely perfectly there, and then swoops round, making sure he gets the widest entry he can into the corner. Doesn't quite touch the curb there, but does on the next one, but misses it slightly. Missing the apex is massively there. What's going on for Arrows? Really struggling around those corners. Improved on his time though. It's not too hard to improve on that though. He now comes through into sector 2, swooping down the hill, now into the very, very long straight. So if he doesn't get a snap oversteer, very easy to do on this corner, one of the slowest corners on the track. Very nice. Very nice indeed there from Arrows. Now he comes down the extremely long straight, absolutely flying, 200 miles an hour at the end of it. Shoving on the brakes, it's the apex nicely, looks up very slightly though. That won't help him at all. He sets a purple sector 2 in the process though, so doing well so far is Arrows, but only 3/10 up on his time. He'll want to be much, much higher up than that, possibly as all of his mistakes were made in the final sector. That is what he will be hoping. He just misses the apex on the entry, not quite wide enough on the exit either, as he does another bad corner, misses the apex there, a little bit of understeer. Now into the final corner, slightly off camber, manages to get that nice. Opens the DRS, crosses the line, he stays in 8th, but improves by 5/10. He's now going again, I believe. Pushing again. No, he's run out of fuel. He will not be able to get around this lap. So he'll be pushing to go back, I believe. Oh, is he really messed up that section again? Really struggling his Arrows. It's really weird to see. but seriously struggling in that Maggots Beckett section. I'd say it's one of the easier parts of the track, in my opinion, in terms of just to get right and get on the line, but apparently not. He now misses the apex there as well. Really struggling with the car is Arrows. That Williams not doing him any favours. Obviously it's equal performance, but maybe it's just the mental mindset of being in the Williams. You're just driving a little bit slower, but it's obviously not bad for Lemons, because Lemons currently in first, and he's also in a Williams, so it's very weird. Very weird. He's invalidated though, so this will not count anyway. Now I should pull into the bits, and then we will finish this off, and then go into Q2, and then obviously Q3. You should feel very stupid, Jesse, I'm sorry, but you messed up on a decently easy corner. Don't feel bad though, Jesse, don't worry. You'll start in not 15th, you'll start in 12th. That's really confusing me. But you will start in 12th and you'll be fine. Yeah, that's a good excuse. Good enough excuse, that, Jesse. So the 3 people eliminated are only eliminated because they crashed out. And that is Dayjuice, or David, Hypes and Jesse. Hypes looking to be towards the front of this field, so going to have a very strong comeback here, but he's got a little bit of a buffer to the rest of the field with that win last week. Also, Lemons looking to come back from last week as well. He qualified well, and then it all went downhill for him in the race, spinning pretty much every second corner. But Abu Dhabi, a very, very different track to USA, so we'll have to see what he can do here. Will he spin? Possibly not. Will he do well? Possibly not. Will he do well? Possibly yes. We don't know. And that is why you got to watch, and that is why you got to stick around for the rest of the stream. Okay, then, so Arrows and Harvey both going out on the mediums. I'd be surprised if anyone doesn't go out on the mediums, because you might as well, is my opinion. You might as well, because you're guaranteed through. You might as well just shove on the mediums, get on the better tyre, and be on the best tyre for the race with everybody else. Or possibly, you might want to try the different strategy. Lemons trying that at the moment on the not medium, softs. Yeah, you say tactical to get tyre choice, but you pretty much get tyre choice now, because you're guaranteed through. Unless he wants to start on the hards, which I guess would make kind of sense. But if you want to be on the mediums, just qualify on him, really. Because it's not, you're guaranteed through. So, yeah, I know you're joking anyway. But still, it's obviously not that, because he, just qualify on him. If it is because of that, he's a bit stupid. But yeah, just qualify on the tyres you want to be on in Q2, because then you're guaranteed 3. You might as well just set that lap time and retire. Simplest thing to do at the for the time being. Right, so it's going to be Arrows completing his lap first. Eager to be on the track today is Arrows. Really wants to get in lap time. He obviously hasn't managed to get in too much practice recently, and is looking to do much better in this race, because he didn't compete in the last race. He had to go to work for down on one person, so looking to make an impact in this championship now is Arrows, coming down the straight here. I say down, up the straight really, as he now flies into the first corner, slightly misses the apex. Would have wanted to hit that slightly more, but it's decent enough. Oh, it's kind of soaring at the wheel through there. Lots of little adjustments through that corner. Really getting so much understeer there. Really struggling with it. And now managing to get the car back to where he wants it to be. Misses the apex again, though. That one's better. Missing the apex again on the exit, though. He's really struggling here as Arrows to get the car in the place he wants it to be. And unless he wants to miss the apex, I guess. But I shouldn't see why he would want to. Straddling the curb now. Flying up the hill. Down this very, very long straight here. Undulating straight as well. Up and down like a roller coaster. And now he's flying down into the next corner, the next left-hander. Now into the right-hander. Double apex corner here. Make sure you hit both. He did not hit both. And then you take the very, very wide line to get the absolute best exit you can through this one. Now into the fake Istanbul turn 8. Swoops around this. Wonderful apex is there, taking as much speed as he can through it. Hits the apex nicely there. And now into the final corner, slightly off camber this. It's a bit awkward because it goes on camber, then straight off camber on the exit. So very odd as he gets set to say 33.7. That will not be too competitive, but he'll be fine, he'll be through. Something's obviously gone wrong for Harvey there. He set a purple sector 1 and then something's happened. I don't know what. Very weird. Very, very weird for Harvey there. Lemon's not pushing, obviously. He's just going like a snail. Arrows is pushing, though. He set a faster sector 1 time. Having to cut past Plays. Doesn't invalidate. That's lucky for Plays there. And now he dives into the corner. Misses the apex again. Really struggling is Arrows. Really struggling. Keeps on locking up. Keeps on missing the apex. And will be struggling if he keeps on doing that in a race. He's going to struggle to get points if he keeps doing that. Going into the next corner. Wonderful apex there from Arrows. Now into the double right-hander. Lovely first apex. And better second apex that time round. You want to be right in the middle of those two. Slightly more towards the left than the right, though. He now comes into turn 8 now. Well, not turn 8, but Istanbul turn 8 pretty much. Whoa, as he almost hits his teammate there. Lemons at the sides, having to be very careful. Would have freaked out a little bit for a second there. Would have had to trust the car completely to make sure he didn't hit his teammate. Obviously he didn't, but it would have been nerve-wracking as he goes much faster there. Wonderful lap, 8/10 faster than his previous time. Lemons has set a 2.37, 2 minutes 37. That is because he's just taking it really slowly to not wear out those tyres. And Plays is taking it slowly as well to not wear out the tyres. You might as well, then he'll just loop back round and start the race on those ones. Harvey doing the exact same thing. They're going the slowest distance they possibly can. I think that's TQ who's spun, possibly. Going very slowly there and possibly not got part of his front wing. No, he's got all of his front wing. He is fine on that front. The solo Haas driver in this then, currently sitting in P6. He hasn't set a lap time, though. He is on the mediums, though. Every single person on the mediums except from Lemons, actually, at the moment. So Lemons obviously going for a different strategy than everyone else. Smithy goes fastest, though, with a 32.2 on the medium compound tyre. So obviously pushing on those mediums. That will not help him in the race. Not at all, really. And possibly a mistake there for Smithy to actually do a fast lap. But we'll see how it affects him come the race. We will see whether it affects him at all. Oh, the race of the century here. The race of the century. Plays catching Lemons a little bit there. Weaving. Trying to get some more temperature in the tyres. Slowly catching Lemons. Now staying at very... Still catching Lemons there. Plays. About to make the overtake. Oh, so close between these two. Just under a car's wheels length between them. Oh, as they both stop on the track there to make some kind of minuscule corner. Avoid a fly, I think. As now he's right behind him in his slipstream. Can he catch up and try and make some kind of overtake here? Oh, he gets punted. He got punted there. Harvey hit him. Harvey's hit him up the backside and has got a penalty for it. What was going on there? So actually, Harvey hit him, but... Right, I am confused there. Harvey's hit him, but he's got the penalty. I have a little look. Plays. Grid penalty. Harvey, no grid penalty. So he's just given Plays a grid penalty. That's not going to help Plays at all. After just securing points last time round due to a couple people's mistakes in the final couple laps. And he will not be happy about that at all, with a broken front wing now as well, obviously, due to being smacked into the wall. I'm sure there'll be a lot of apologetics in the Tier 1 chat, as TQ has gone fastest on the medium compound tyre. He's set 1:32.1. Hello. Hello. How are you? How are you all, guys? How are you all? F1ABEEZ? A bit rude. Good, good. Very good, very good. Nice to hear. Woof. Woof, woof. Yes. Woof, woof. Whoa. What's that meant to mean? What is that meant to mean? What is that meant to mean? Is that meant to be him crying, or is that him... I don't want to even... Right, I'm just going to leave that. B, TQ just slowly... Yeah, it is more like that. Yeah, I agree. TQ just coming around the lap as slowly as physically possible. So you can see the damage that Harvey got from that incident there. He literally have no front wing there. So that shows how easy it is to get damage, I guess. Except for the fact that he'd probably be out. If it was real damage, he would straight up crash out after smacking someone in the rear end at full speed. That sounded a bit weird. Crashing into someone in his rear end at full speed. As we can see, Harvey here absolutely flying down the long straight here. About to come to the corner. Just touching the apex. And then straightening his car back up again. 62 miles an hour, 63, 62. Just braking a little bit for the apex of the corner. Absolutely wonderful from Harvey there. Perfect apex. And again, lovely cornering from Harvey. Maybe he's just testing out the racing line for him later on. He's just testing out where I need to go for the corners and getting himself used to it again, I guess. At least now he knows that the racing line isn't crashing into someone. He now comes into the final two corners. He'll probably stop after this corner. He's coming into the final two corners now, maxing out the revs in gear 2, 85 miles an hour as he has to brake to come into the pits now. Let's hope we don't see anyone crash straight into the pit entry here, because it's very, very easy to do. People often do that if they take it a little bit too hard and crash out. I've seen that happen multiple times in my commentating days. Do they now? Okay, interesting. Interesting. I've been to Japan, and I can confirm that is true. I can confirm that dogs in Japan go wah, 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 wah. Come on, guys, retire, please. Don't want to have to sit here for 2 and 3/4 minutes. Come on. retire the car and let's get on with Q3, the one that really matters. This will decide the grid for these top 9 drivers. It will decide where they start on the grid, whether it's in pole position or whether it's in P9. Or for Plays, it will decide where his grid penalty starts from. Plays has a 5-place grid penalty, currently sat in 6th, but it was a botch lap, obviously, because it's a 1:59.5. Guys, if you want to, please do put your predictions for the race and qualifying in the chat. I'll have a little discussion while we wait for 2 minutes, because these guys obviously don't want to retire. There we go, just one more person. Come on, Oscar. Yeah, man, Oscar. Just retire, matey. Alright, so Harvey explaining that him crashing into Plays was not by malice. It was him trying to give slipstream to his teammates and then him pulling to the side for him and not realising that Plays was there looking back instead. So no malice there, but Plays has come off much worse with that grid penalty and will not be happy about it at all. Because even if he qualifies on pole, he will not be starting on pole, which is very irritating, I would assume, for him. I know that if I was in his position, I'd be very irritated, especially if I did qualify on pole after all of that as well. Right then, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. About to get into Q3. So at the moment, the standings are TQ in provisional pole. It's Smithy second, Arrows third, Elephant fourth, Pigs fifth. I'm not going to count everyone else's runs because they were so slow because they were trying to preserve tyre life. All right then. We have just got about 30 seconds to go and then we'll be into Q3 and ready to go for this one. Ready to show we'll be ready to see what these guys can do in a race format instead of just qualifying, especially at this track where the first corner matters so much. You want to be on the inside there. You can make up many positions on turn 1. We'll see whether he can, whether anyone can make up possibly even 5 positions in one corner. I've seen it before. We'll see whether it can happen again here. And now Plays and Harvey having a little fight in, well, discussion, we'll say, in the Tier 1 chat, trying to work out whether Smithy was in front or behind them. I think he was behind, but who knows, really. They're just having a little fight about it. It's quite funny. Right then, 15 seconds and we will be underway for Q3. The one that will decide the grid positions, one that will decide our pole sitter. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. no point in that. Right, okay. Who will be first out then? Who will be the first person who will take the risk of going first in this quali? Or is it really a risk? Is first actually the least risk? We'll see who can get their tyres on as fast as possible. Oh, Arrows has left the session. We'll have to quickly... Someone will have to quickly invite him back then. I don't actually have him added, so I can't invite him, unfortunately. I'll see if I can quickly do that, though. Because I don't want anyone missing out on the racing. Oh, he's joined. It's all good. All right, then. Still waiting for someone to make the jump. Someone to leave the pits. Who's it going to be? It's been a minute now. Everyone just waiting for the first person, I think. Everyone just waiting. No one wants to be the first person out at all. Oh, something has happened. Oh, okay. Something has happened. No one can do anything. Right, we've got to leave and rejoin the lobby again, unfortunately. This does throw a spanner in the works for all the people who are trying to qualify on mediums. They won't be able to do that anymore, and they will be going for it on the softs then. We're doing short quali, and we'll be going once again. New lobby is up. I'll just quickly join that, and then we will be back underway for it. Alright, so we've got a plan underway. The top 9 will set laps for the first 12 minutes, and then everybody will stop. Just waiting for everyone to get back in then. Also, if someone did forget to put on a setup or something, they have been saved as well. They'll be able to put that back on, and it should be back underway in We have one more person joining as well, so that's lucky. We have one more person joining. And it is pot luck for the guys who were out in Q1. So we'll see who can do it. Who can get pole? That is the question now. Who can do it? Put your predictions in the chat so we can have a little discussion while we're waiting for everyone to join. And this should be very, very fun indeed. The table gets reset. Everything back to how it was. Everyone back on a level playing field as well. We'll see who can win. It's got short quali, then a 28 lap race. It's been 45 minutes since we started, and we are about to finally get underway for the final part of quali. Now we've got 12 people in, we're just waiting for one final person, I believe. Half your lemons to P1, interesting, okay. Jesse, be confident in yourself, be confident. You know, be confident you can get P1. But be confident you can get P1. Anyway, yeah, so lemons or Harvey's a good prediction, that. Very, very good prediction indeed. Because Hype's the other person who was in the running for that is out of quali. Oh yeah, I forgot. Jesse also out. So he can't get it. It's pot luck though for the guys who did crash out. Complete pot luck to who manages to qualify. Who manages to qualify ahead of each other. The fairest way we can do it, unfortunately. So, Jezzy, Dayjuice, Dan, Hypes, and TQ, I believe, all having to wait. Or maybe not TQ, I don't know. But definitely those four who can't, it's just pot luck where they start. Okay then, 20 seconds and we'll be underway for this short qualifying. We're just waiting for the host to load in. They're normally the first person to load in, that's interesting. Yeah, free tyre choices for everybody now. Well, for the people who are out anyway. So they will be happy. Alright then, here we go. Let's get underway for this one. Let's see who comes out on top in this qualifying session. Let's do this. So, Jezzy, unfortunately, will be starting dead last. That's a shame for him, and that is just the pot luck. Hypes will be starting highest at the people who had to retire. Dan will be starting second last, and Dayjuice will be starting second out of those guys who had to retire. Who have to, actually. Dayjuice, you're going to retire. Hypes, you're going to retire. Come on. Come on, people. Retire from the session, then we can get underway for this one properly. People already going out, though. Oh, it was Smithy and Arrows fighting on the outlap. Weird. They're obviously wanting to both be first, both cutting the corners as well. Hypes is now retired. And then Dayjuice will retire. Or Dadjuice. I don't know. Dayjuice, I think it is. Let me scroll up. Yeah, Dayjuice. Okay. So at the moment on track, it is Smithy, then Arrows, then Harvey. Then Mint. Dayjuice has now retired. So these are the guys who are going to be competing for pole position right here. The top 9. Let's see who comes out on top. We'll go on board with Smithy here. We'll watch his entire lap and see what kind of time he can put in and how well he is performing here in this short quali. He's got Arrows right up his arse as well, so right up his butt. Arrows right behind him there. Smithy sets himself up for this lap. Here we go, down the main straight then, and then flying up the hill. Brakes up the hill. You can brake very late for this corner because you are going uphill. Less braking time needed. Hitting the apex very nicely there is Smithy. Still got Arrows right behind him. He's going to feel some pressure here. Arrow's going to feel a lot of wake. So we'll see what goes down. Smithy, wonderful apexes there. And again, very nice apex. Slightly missing that one, but overall it's been very, very good from Smithy so far. Hitting wonderful apexes. and managing to get himself in a wonderful position at the moment. Misses that apex very slightly, but it's not too bad. Any line through that corner is pretty much very good. And now you can see the arrows. You now can no longer see his gamer tag. You could see it at the start of the lap, now you can't. So that means Smithy is pulling away from arrows. This is going to change when you're flat out, but he was flat out at the beginning, and you can still see the gamer tag. So that shows that Smithy is pulling on arrows at the moment. Now Smithy, wonderful apex there. And again, absolutely wonderful corner there from Smithy. Smacking that apex, wonderful exit. Just touches the curb. Kissing that apex there, absolutely wonderful. Little snap over still on the final corner, but he won't worry because it's a 1:30.8. Absolutely wonderful lap there from Smithy. Absolutely wonderful. Arrows 1.5 seconds down, so struggling there is Arrows. But Smithy with an absolute worldie. Arrows, you know, he's not actually struggling. That's a very good time. Just not a very good time for the top three, one of which is Harvey. Harvey in second place at the moment, being beaten by his teammate. Smithy, absolutely wonderful lap. As I said before, absolutely smashing it. Lemons then goes fastest, 0.3 faster than Smithy. Absolutely smashing it is Lemons there. Beautiful lap from him, and manages to plonk himself on the top of the standings. Mint in 5th after his lap, and TQ goes into 4th. The only person in the 31s, and kind of close to those top guys. Pigs, we're expecting about a 5th place from. We'll see what kind of lap time he can put in here. Oscar just managed to get into Q2 and then just into Q3 last time around. This time it's much easier to do so, but he's looking for a better quality result than last time. Last time he qualified in P7 or P6 even, I think, last time round, due to other people massively messing up. So he's looking for an even better performance here. The Devil's car, all he needs is another 6, and then he's got the Devil's car there as well. Bright red to go along with it. He goes 5th. So at the moment, beating his best quality performance, and the second person to be in the 31s. Obviously, got the top 3 in the 30s, but in the 31s, he's the second person to do so. But 0.3 off of TQ, so got to improve if he wants a 4th. No, predictions aren't looking bad. Predictions not looking bad. I think we made a mistake, though, not picking Smithy for one of them. But not looking bad. Hicks then coming through the last couple of corners. We'll go on board with him for these. You can see this final corner. It's on camera, then suddenly just changes to off camera on the exit. It's really awkward. But manages to go 6th place there. And in the 31s as well to go along with it. Play is actually not coming out the pitch yet, which is really weird. So, we'll see what goes on there. But just a weird situation there. Not deciding to pull into the pits. Very, very weird. So Pigs do fly just on his cooldown lap now, not pushing too hard. Actually might be pushing it. Hard to tell sometimes with these guys because their push laps are often quite similar in the way they drive to their cooldown laps, especially when they don't have anyone around them. Yeah, his predictions were Lemons and Harvey for one of them for pole position. So we'll see who can get this done. Which one of them will it be, or will it be Smithy? Smithy also up there. We'll see. We will see. it will be Smithy, the next person to complete their lap time. Remember, they will stop at 3 minutes. 3 minutes is the cut-off, so we'll see who can come out on top here. Now, Smithy coming up the hill into turn 1. Wonderful apex there. And now diving back down the hill, up into 6th gear, 7th gear around this corner, dropping right the way back down through these corners here. Takes a couple of them flat out, and then he has to lift off there, looking back down to 6th before comes down the hill again to rise back up quite steeply there. Thankfully, Play's getting out of the way. Play still hasn't completed a lap, so going to struggle to do so well there. Hitting the apex perfectly there. Lovely throttle control from Smithy. Absolutely wonderful. Doing so well to control that car through the corners and on the exits. Absolutely amazing control there from Smithy to get that car around as smoothly but at the same time as fast as possible. So it's a purple sector 2. He's currently just under a 10th up. Can he improve even more in the final sector? Put himself almost with lemons possibly. And now coming through the fake turn 8, the Istanbul turn 8. And oh, a little bit of a botched apex there. A little bit too tight on the corner, and that sausage curb throws him out wide a little bit. But as he comes across the line, he does better, but not better enough. That's a weird way of saying it. He does better, but not quite well enough. As Arrow sets a purple sector 2 there, but barely up on his time. He's going to struggle to beat even Elephant with this time, so we will see what he can do here. Is now coming right the way down the hill again. Into the fight. Oh, he's invalidated! Second last corner, he's invalidated and then shoves himself into the pits to make sure that he can get out again. Yeah, not better enough, you see. You see, not better. Oh, no. That's going to haunt me for the rest of my life, that is. Guarantee most of you don't even hear the mistakes I make, but I can hear them in my head and I'll wince at myself. I'm a perfectionist. There we go. I'm a perfectionist, you see. So I want to make sure that every word that comes out my mouth is absolutely perfect, but it's never going to happen, is it? So I have to settle for this instead. Here we go. Lemons on his lap, currently sitting in provisional pole. Can he improve on his time? If he can, it'd be absolutely outstanding from Lemons, and I think that would secure the pole position for him and for the Williams team. His teammate currently sitting in 8th, one of 2 teams that actually has a complete team here. So looking strong is Williams with both their drivers here. Both in the top 10 as well. So both guaranteed in the top 9, actually. Smithy has retired. He knows he can't do any better. He's retired. And that will be the end from Smithy. Can Harvey make the overtake on him? Can Harvey do better? We'll have to wait and see at the end of Harvey's lap, which is coming in just a second. Lemons, though, still pushing. Still absolutely smashing out laps. Now through the very, very long right-hander. Now swooping down the hill into the 2 left-handers to finish off this track. Got on camber, off camber corner here. Activates the DRS. Smacks in a wonderful lap. A 1:30.39394. Absolutely amazing from Lemons. Absolutely amazing. As TQ goes better than Smithy there with a 30.660. Wonderful lap from TQ. Didn't even think he'd be near these guys and absolutely smashes it. As Harvey says to Lemons there, I am here and I can do something to you. With only 3 minutes left in this quali, who can come out on top? Oscar down on his time at the moment. Pig's down on his time as well, but on form because he set purple sector 2. Mint up by 5/10 there in sector 1. About to come to the split of sector 2. 6, almost 7/10 up now. What kind of lap can he put in here? That will currently put him in 5th. He'll want even more. He'll want a bigger gap here. Aris is retired. He knows he can't do any better. And that will be the end of his quali. We'll probably start in 9th. Yeah, you said Lemons and Harvey. Yeah, Lemons is better enough. Elephant now coming through the final corner. What kind of time can he put together? Oh, wonderful lap from him. Just behind Oscar, though. And actually, Arrows did not just retire. He crashed. His car was right there when Mint crossed the line, so there was pain there for Arrows. As Oscar improves on his time, but not enough to move up any more places. Just gives himself a little bit more of a gap to Elephant. Lemons is retired. He knows he can't do any better. How much time do we have left in the session? Can Oscar get round again? Yes, he can. Oscar can get around again. We'll have to see what he can do then. We'll have to see whether he can get this together. Can he get together the lap of his life? No, he's not. He's retired. This will be the end of quali. Oscar with his best quali result so far this season. After only 2 races, obviously, but his best quali result after barely squeezing through into Q3 and 2 last weekend. He'll be very, very happy with that result, Will Oscar. Alright, there we go. It is Lemons on pole, Harvey 2nd, TQ 3rd, Smithy 4th, Oscar 5th, Elephant 6th. It's Pigs 7th, Arrows 8th, Plays 9th, Hype's rounding out the top 10 even though he didn't compete in this short quali. Dayjock 11th, Demolition 12th, and Jezzy 13th. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, Jez, wonderful prediction. Absolutely amazing prediction there. Lemons and Harvey, you said. It was Lemons and Harvey 1-2. They'll be starting on the front row together. So we'll see who can get this one going. Who can possibly take the win. Jackson, no, I haven't actually barked at my dog yet. No, I haven't. I haven't barked at my dog yet. Oh, oh no. Right then, just waiting for everybody to ready up. There we go. Starts in 26 seconds now. And then we will be underway for the start of this one. Just a formation lap. And then we will start the race. Get underway for this 50% race. Drive or die kind of situation. You don't want to crash out in this one. Bearing in mind there is only 13 competitors. If 3 people crash out or leave, then you're guaranteed points if you just complete the race. That's all you have to do at that point. Okay then, just start the formation lap now. Hello, Mac. Hello, Macachino is here. Macachino. Okay then, so the tyres people starting on. Lemons, softs, all the way down to Arrows on the softs. And you got Plays on the mediums, interestingly enough. Hype's on the softs. Unfortunately for him, he was forced on the softs, I believe, because he's starting in 10th. The Juice starting in 11th on the mediums. Dan in the Alpine starting on the softs. And so is Jezzy in his Merc. Alright then, we'll just see the drivers warm up their tyres here. Just weaving down the straights to warm up the fronts, and then the rears will be done through burnouts. I don't know what a burnout is. I don't know what rock you've been under for the past however long cars have existed. But burnout, basically, when you're going slowly, you suddenly put down the throttle and in a low gear and make your tyres spin, 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 spin. Clean is the key on lap 1. You can't win a race on lap 1, but you can most certainly lose it. That is the mantra that these guys have to follow. Don't dive into turn 1 unless you know you can get it off without getting damage. That is what's going to go down here. Harvey and Jez P12. Who's P1, who's P2? Is Jez P1 or is Harvey P1? Predicted stop strategy is soft, medium, or soft, hard, so it's probably going to be a 2-stop here today. Unless someone tries the 1-stop here. Jez P1, I was going to say. If you're not predicting Jez P1, like, what are you on? Your redemption tomorrow, will it be, Mac? Well, you have to see. Just tune in to the official ABEEZ account to watch that one. Unfortunately, we couldn't get logged in time for today, so has to be on my one instead. Here we go then. Just lining up onto the grid. I'd like to say as well, I'm pretty sure I've gained 10 followers since the start of this stream, so thank you for following if you have. That's very, very kind of you. Helps me to grow and get more people aware of what I'm doing and what streams I'm doing. So here we go. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are off for the American Grand Prix F1ABEEZ Tier 1. And it's Lemons in the lead going down into turn. We'll go on board with him now. TQ's made a wonderful start up into second place there. Not quite though, as Harvey has the inside line. Wonderful from him. Smithy almost losing his place to Oscar. Oscar still holding the inside there. Oscar holding the inside, pushing Smithy wide. Oscar still trying to hold on to the position. Oscar has managed to hold on to the position. Smithy down into P5 then. Hopes up into 7th from the start. Absolutely wonderful from him to start this race. Trying to go around the outside of Pigs. Now on the inside. Can't quite make it happen for now though. Just having to drop back behind as he gets hit by Mint there. Mint a little bit too eager to overtake and just taps Hypes there. I think Hypes might even have damage now. Here we go then, flying down the straight. Hype's going to try and send it on Mint. He manages to make that happen. And back up into P7 is Hypes. Jezzy, oh, Jezzy spun. Jezzy, after a wonderful start, up into P10. Flies back down the order. Almost as fast as he went up it, down back into last place. Alright then, it is Lemons, Harvey, TQ in that order at the moment. Lemons fast lap, obviously, because he was the first one to cross the line. Smithy now kind of being dropped by the front guys. He's got to pick up the pace a little bit if he wants to keep up. Maybe just making sure his tyres are fine, possibly. Plays, watch him. Why would I watch Plays? Plays isn't doing anything. I'll watch Plays for you. There you go. We're on board with Plays currently. We'll see what he can do on the medium compound side. Oh, Mint spun! Mint Elephant has spun. And he will drop down behind Jezzy now. So Jezzy will gain a place back. Actually, no, he won't. Mint has managed to recover himself pretty fast. But will he have the speed going down the straight? That's the question. Yes, he will, because Jezzy has managed to mess up quite badly there. An awful apex from him. Oscar being overtaken by Smithy there. Smithy managing to make the overtake down the inside of Oscar. Wonderful into that left-hander there, not a right-hander. Got a Plays fan club here. Yeah, I know, but at the moment, Plays isn't doing anything. I do agree, though. Later on in the race, he will be absolutely smashing it. It's Jezzy and Mint going side by side there. Jezzy sending it down the inside. Wonderful move there. But Mint has the inside line through the long right-hander. He pushes Jezzy wide there. Jezzy down into P13 once again. Jezzy will not give up on this fight, though. He will keep pushing. He's used all of his deployment for this lap, so pushing hard as Demolition Dan overtakes Arrows here down the insides. Arrows can't do anything about it. Trying to hold on, but he can't. Hypes got a 3-second penalty for track limits. He's got to be careful about those. He's really got to be careful. Now Hype's still trying to make an overtake here on Pigs. when he can. I can see him catching up to Oscar very fast, because Oscar not too far ahead. The Jez fan club died when Jez spun, I'm sorry. Yeah, watch plays and watch Dayjuice here. These guys will be flying up the order later on. They are on the better strategy, so we'll see what they can do later on in the race. Types now cannot send it on Pigs down into that left-hander there at the end of the very long straight. So we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to make that happen. As Dan now overtake plays down into 9th place, but back where he started. So he will be just looking to defend now from Arrows, but Arrows sends it down the inside as they touch. Plays possibly got damage. No, he hasn't. He's managed to escape that. And re-overtaking Arrows as Arrows lets him through there. Jez has re-overtaken Mint Elephant though. So very well done from Jez to be able to make that overtake again. Look how close these guys are. Look at that. Look behind him. You can see every car down to Dayjuice there. That's ridiculous. Especially 5, 6, 7, very close between them. Hype's trying to make the overtake on Pigs at the moment. Pigs nowhere near close enough to make an overtake on Oscar. So having to defend for his life here. Can he make something happen? Can Hypes make the overtake happen here? He'll try it down the very long straight. He'll use his ERS to his advantage. He's got a little bit more than Pigs for the time being. They're both using a lot of it down the hill into the long straight. As Pigs actually going to eye up a move on Oscar himself. Oscar no longer has DRS. So he will open his DRS with a massive advantage. Up to 12 miles an hour down the straights here. Wonderful move there from Pigs to send it around the outside for the time being. As Oscar trying to hold it down the inside. Possibly he can, though. Oscar will have the outside line for the next corner. As Hype's almost getting involved there as well. Hype's ready to make the overtake if one of them makes a mistake here. Hype sends it on both of them. Hype's almost double overtake there. If he'd just got a little bit of a better exit, he could have gone a double overtake, but not quite. He does, though, overtake Oscar, as Oscar goes very wide through that. Yeah, we can follow Lemons from his view for a lap now. Perfect timing as well. For me to see that. He's going to quickly take us off it because Hypes is trying to go around the outside of Pigs here. Pigs now sending it around the inside. And he's made it work. Hypes has made the overtake work there. Wonderful move from Hypes to do the switch back and make that overtake happen. He's now got to try and defend though. Hypes got to try and defend for his life through the next sections and down the long straight, unless he can somehow gain that 1 second gap before the activation zone. Can he? No, he can't, because Pigs is using some ERS to stay within. Right, we'll go to Lemons again. And we'll see the rest of his lap. I'll shut up as well so you can enjoy it. As you can see, Lemon's absolutely dominating the race, just pulling away at every corner at this stage. And leaving Harvey in his dust. Absolutely amazing driving from Lemons here. It's making up for the awful race last week and really showing what he can do here. As actually, Arrows is out! Arrows is out of the race. I was speaking quite quietly, but all of that gap that Lemons has gained, that 2 seconds, now going to be cut down to almost nothing with the safety car coming out. This does as well put Jezzy and Elephant back into the race. They might be able to do something now. I would expect, though, all of the soft compound runners to pit. This doesn't help Plays and Dayjuice at all. Does not help them at all. Oh, you got taken out. Ah, you didn't just spin. I thought you spun. That's all I saw. A spinning Jezzy. A spinning Mercedes car. Not a sight you see every day. Except from during testing. Okay, then they'll join the end of the safety car in just a second, but we'll see who's going to pit. That is the interesting part. Who is going to pit? Who's going to stay out and risk it? We'll have to see. Lemons has been given a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That means he has come in, but it means that his job has just got much harder. He has to gain 5 seconds now from Harvey. But everyone in the pits, literally everyone in the pits. So even the medium compound runners just deciding it's not worth just waiting. Alright, then everyone has pulled in. So Hype's onto the softs again. Interesting decision there. TQ also onto the softs again. Hype's just jumped TQ in the pits. Now that's interesting. Must have been held up, TQ. Because he is in that Mercedes garage. He gets held up by absolutely everyone. And he is now in a spot of bother, to say the least. Everybody has pitted. Mint has gone onto the softs, Pig's gone onto the softs, TQ onto the softs, and Hype's onto the softs. Everyone else on mediums now. Penalties people are on to Smith. He already got 6 seconds worth of penalties. Really struggling to keep his car on the track. So is Plays, Oscar and Dayjuice and Hypes. And Lemon struggling to slow down. He's that just shows how fast he's going at the moment. Apparently, it was a glitch for Lemons. He turned on his pit limiter, but it still sped. That's very weird. Possibly a glitch, or possibly accidentally turned it off. Don't know. But anyway, Mint has said, "I don't like this game," in a much more rude way. But he said, "I don't like this game," so I'm guessing he wanted to be on the mediums, and he's now on the softs. So he's on the softs once again. It's interesting though, Hypes and TQ going for a very different strategy to everyone else. So we'll see whether that comes into fruition and whether it actually ends up working. So safety car coming in next lap, I would think. And then we will get back underway and see what these guys can do. Oh, Elephant's pitted again. That's interesting. Definitely didn't want the softs and wanted to go on to mediums. And he's deciding not to go forwards. That's very weird. There we go. Now he's going forwards. Right, okay then. Mint Elephant just going around the Maggots and Beckett section, catching up to the safety car. And then, as long as he catches up by the end of the lap, they will get to do one more lap. They won't have to do one more lap under the safety car, so this will be the last one now. Still got 20 laps left in this one. We'll have 20 laps left. 20 laps left by the end of this lap anyway. So we will see who can come out on top in the next 20 laps. Who can manage to put together exactly what they need and do well. Oh, as Pigs Do Fly is spun. He's hit Jezzy and Mint as well. Or slowed them down at least. None of them got damage, I don't think, except from... No, Pigs didn't get damage either, he just spun. So Jezzy up into 10th place now. Jezzy in the points. And for you Jezzy fan club, he is technically in 6th. If you want to think about it that way. Right then. He's not provisional P1, that's something that's not true. Okay. Yeah, Lemon slowing down now, letting the safety car go forwards. It is coming in this lap, and we will see whether he can do it or not. Who can get the better start? Who will come out on top by turn 1? Here we go, it's already gone. Oh no, he hasn't, he's waited. Now he's gone. He's left Harvey in his dust. What a start from Lemons. He's screwed Harvey over. Hypes being swamped by TQ as well. There's Demolition and Smithy going side by side as well. Smithy managing to somehow not make the overtake on Demolition. Not managing to hold the position. Demolition is through into P5. As Harvey gets 3-second time penalty, that means that Lemons only needs to gain 2 seconds on the Alfa Romeo driver to take the win, which is very good for him. Demolition down, the only person without penalties. The literal single person without any penalties. Absolutely ridiculous. And well done for him to manage to do that. Hype's then going to try and make a move on Harvey, deploying his ERS, both deploying ERS. I think, though, Hypes with the slipstream will be able to make a dive now. Will be able to make a dive down into this next corner. We'll be on board with him as he does it. Yes, he does. He goes for the dive. And he manages to make that happen. Wonderful move from Hypes to move himself up into P2. And now be looking to take P1 from Lemons. And then stretch his lead out as he is on the soft compound tyre. TQ will be looking to follow him as well. TQ looking to follow Hypes and Lemons through and try and help them up. Hypes with the fastest lap of the race. That shows what kind of pace he's managed to find now as he catches up to the leader. Pigs is flying up the order as well on that soft compound tyre, starting in last place after the start of the safety car, and now up into P8. And Jezzy not doing exactly what people thought he would. Jezzy in P11, struggling to make moves. Harvey's been given another penalty though, so now on 6 seconds of penalties is Harvey. So it's 5-3-3-6-0, 6-6-3-3-6-3-5. That's like a passcode, that. It's not, but it's like one. Hype's up 8 places since the start. He's doing so well. And we'll be looking to take P1 at the start of the next lap. TQ staying where he started, so very consistent race from TQ so far. Harvey down 2 places, but he is on the worst compound tyre compared to the 2 guys in front. And Lemon's on the same compound though. So in provisional P2 at the moment is Harvey. We'll see where he comes out at the end of the race though. Hypes the fastest lap, then TQ beats his fastest lap. So TQ charging on Lemons and Hypes now. As Jezzy gets overtaken by Mint. Jezzy trying to hold round the outside of Mint Elephant here. Can he hold on round the outside? I think he might be able to. Now down the inside, yes. Jez has kept the position. Biggs given another 3-second time penalty. Demolition still managing to hold on without any penalties. And at the moment, that actually puts him in provisional P1. So Dan at the moment, technically sitting in P1, but actually sitting in P5. Will want the DRS, won't get it. Will not get it. Hypes does get the DRS though. He now tries to catch up to Lemons. Hype still making ground on the Williams driver, but just struggling to keep it clean at the moment. And as Oscar gets overtaken by Dayjuice, and Oscar's day going from good to awful now. He's down into P10, and Jezzy is getting closer and closer to him as Mint dives Jezzy. These two having their own little race here, actually impeding themselves by fighting. They should probably just be helping each other to catch back up, but apparently not. They want to fight, they can fight. Okay, then Hypes with the DRS, gonna send it on Lemons here. Might not even have to send it, already ahead by the corner. And Hypes is through into P1. The TQ looking to overtake Lemons for P2. That rhymes, that. There's TQ right behind... What's going on? There we go, TQ right behind the Williams driver. Hypes with another penalty, struggling to keep it clean is Hypes. Now on 6 seconds of penalties. TQ so close to the back of Lemons now. 4 tenths away, but they both have DRS. This is not going to help him. Hype's deciding against using his ERS to stay ahead. He's going to have to defend from Lemons here. Lemons actually deciding against it in the end. The TQ trying to go around the outside of Lemons here. He's probably going to send it down into the next corner. No, he's not. He decides against it. Decides to wait for possibly another corner. Now he's going to go for the move. Textbook move from TQ there. Absolutely wonderful. But he's still got Lemons there on the inside after a bad exit. Lemons is right there with him. Lemons looking to make a move back, but it won't happen just yet. It'll probably happen down the straight though, or now. Lemons looking to do it now, but Lemons has just sacrificed his DRS, I believe. No, he hasn't. He still has the DRS. Harvey being allowed back into this fight as well. Oh, and TQ dropping like a stone now. And Harvey makes a double overtake almost. Can he make the overtake here? If he can, it'll be a double overtake. And he almost manages it. But Lemon's still there on his inside. We'll go on board with Harvey now as he tries to make the overtake side by side through the Maggots and Beckett section. It's really tight, but Harvey manages to take the position up into P2 now. Absolutely wonderful from him. Pens. Penalties, there you go. 6, 6, 8, 3, 3, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 9, 3, 8, 6. TQ makes a move on Lemons now. Both drivers will have DRS, so it's just a drag race now between the Mercedes and the Williams. We know what would win in real life, especially on those different compounds of tyres, but this is not real life, and Lemons seems to be the faster driver, but TQ keeps the position for now. Who's your teammate? What? Demolition Dan looking to make an overtake on Lemons here, actually. Lemons' tyres going off, and he's just being swamped by everyone now, and he's really starting to struggle. I don't know what's going on, but he really is starting to struggle. Oh, yeah, Harvey. He is now under pressure, though, from the Mercedes of TQ. There's TQ on the better compound tyre. This is allowing Hype to just kind of disappear into the distance now. 3 seconds away. And going strong is Hypes for the time being. Harvey, I would say, has the most pressure on him out of all of these guys because he is part of an esports team. That will put a little bit more pressure on him. He's expected to do a little bit more. He is part of, as I say, he's part of an esports team. He's going to push as hard as he can, but he is going to try his best here as TQ dives him down the inside. It won't sit well with Harvey. I would say that just added extra pressure being part of an esports team. I wouldn't be able to imagine it myself because nowhere near good enough, but it is an interesting thought process there that the pressure that you would feel, even though it doesn't say it in his gamer tag, which would take away some of the pressure, but if you did have it in your gamer tag, it would be even more pressure because people would definitely know you're part of an esports team and you're representing them constantly. It would just add an extra layer of pressure onto you, which, as I say, I can't imagine. But still going strong is Harvey. Going to try and make a comeback move possibly into turn 1. No, he's not. Too far away for that for the time being. Wait, how did I never notice that the Mercedes has green, like, rims on it? How have I never noticed that before? Am I just blind? Am I just blind? Because I've never noticed that before. Right, anyway. Harvey trying to make a move now on TQ. Still trying to go for it. As he's going to activate the DRS in just a second. Down the long straight. Going to try and make something happen. It's quite funny though, because I stream... I've streamed almost every day now for a while, like especially on 2020. I stream nearly every day. I didn't notice it. I've been streaming on 2021 for a while now as well. I haven't noticed it. Like, I am blind. Harvey couldn't quite get through that time round though, and TQ keeps the position for the time being. But TQ on the better compound tyre, and the other person on the softs is disappearing into the distance. He's got to try and reel him back in now. He's really got to try and reel him back in, try and sort something out and get himself that place back. Try and make a comeback drive. As we have a yellow flag in sector 3. Oh, and that is for Deju. So we have a safety car. Absolutely perfect for the two guys on the soft compound tyres. Absolutely wonderful for them, as they will now get to pits and sort out their tyres again. And then we'll be able to get back out and enjoy the fresh tyres after being in the lead for quite a distance. But it does close back down the lead again. Hypes' 3.6 second lead now going to go down to nothing. Lemons, I don't actually know what happened to Lemons. He just got overtaken a couple times and then dropped like a stone. I don't know what happened. He just hasn't had the pace. He's overtaken by Hypes and TQ because they're on a better compound tyre. And Harvey took a risk and got that done with a little bit of an opportunistic move. And now he's just dropped, really. He's down into P4 now. He's not too far back, but he's dropped back a little bit and now is sitting in not too great of a place after being 2 seconds in the lead before the safety car. Possibly used too much of his tyres trying to push again after it. And then just couldn't quite do it, possibly. But, yeah, we'll have to see after this safety car whether he has the pace again. Could just be the tyre difference as well. Maybe the medium's not sitting as well with him and struggling with it. But we'll see. We will see. Deju's just explaining there that his back end just went while battling with Oscar and just hit the wall. Simple as that. Alright then, Hypes in the pits, will he be held up? He's hoping not. No, he's not. He's not held up at all. Very lucky there. Harvey now pulls into his pit box. Will he be held up? Nope, he's fine as well. Lemons. Oh, Lemons. Oh no, what's happened to Lemons? Is he going to drop back even further? Oh, just gets ahead of Pigs. He's down into 5th place now, and Demolition Dan up into 4th. That's a shame for Lemons, as he was looking to make a comeback here, but now struggling and down into 5th. Almost a repeat of last race without the spinning. Almost a repeat of last race. Not quite, because it hasn't been spinning every 2 corners. Nice to see they don't get the safety car glitch. There is a glitch at the moment where when you are going past the safety car, it just stops and you're allowed through. So they didn't get that and they are completely fine. They join up behind it. High down. No, it's a mixture really. It depends on who wants. Depends on what you want. It depends whether you want the speed down the straights or whether you want the speed through the corners. It's personal preference really. I would personally prefer the speed through the corners because it makes you feel a little bit better. And all you need to do is just use a little bit more ERS on the exits of corners to help you there. But I would say they're running about middle downforce for this track, because you don't want it too high where you're so slow down the very long straight, but you don't want it too low that you are understeering like crazy. Jesse, you're an idiot. You shouldn't have retired straight away. Shouldn't have retired straight away. You should have put on your thing, then retired. That's the smart thing to do, Jesse. Come on. You could have retired. Still have a chance of points. Yeah, you're not doing great at spelling, are you? Not doing a great job at spelling there. But it's fine, it's fine. We'll ignore it. I said, what did I say again? Oh yeah, not better enough, so we're both going crazy tonight. We can be crazy together, Jesse. It's fine. Be idiots together, it's fine. Right. Safety car should be coming in at the end of this lap, and then we'll be back underway with 10 laps to go it will be. So every 10 laps we seem to be getting a English good well. We seem to be getting a safety car every 10 laps at the moment, which is quite interesting. Obviously won't be able to get one right at the end, so this should be the last one. Forza Alfa Romeo. They are currently in 3rd and 8th. Smithy's got more pace than that though. He was further up earlier on and has struggled recently, so we should see him further up in a bit. Play's been given a 5-second penalty for severe collision with Smithy. They've obviously touched and Plays has been given a penalty for it. Safety car will be coming in this lap though, so Hypes will back up the pack. Weave his tyres, warm up and get them underway. Wait, is this RRL Jake? Is this that one? The one that, you know, spun? Ah, damn it. Okay. If it was RRL Jake, I would have laughed my head off, because I would have just ridiculed them for years. But still, I'm going to repeat what I was saying. The one that spun while in the lead of the race and crashed out. That one. Obviously not, but still. Right, okay. Let's get this one underway again. Hypes will be leading the pack out of the final corner. He's not got long to accelerate, because the finish line is right there as you exit the corner. He's gone. Whoa, not a good exit there from the leader, but it's a better exit than TQ using his ERS though. Oh, Lemons has spun! Lemons has spun! Oh, he's down into last, and it's devastation for the Williams driver, who's been leading the majority of the race, and now down into last. Demolition Dan up into 3rd. Absolutely wonderful. He didn't even take part in quality. Absolutely amazing. It's absolutely smashing at the moment. Plays has been given another penalty there on 14 seconds now. They've got to be careful to not get disqualified. Mission Dan, though, up onto the podium and in provisional second. TQ in provisional first. TQ in first. Yes. Yes. Right then. Oh, he's going to try and make a move back on Dan here. He's not going to be happy. He's not going to be happy at all. Pig's got 12 whole seconds of penalties. Also won't be feeling happy on that amount. Smithy now going to try and make a move on Plays, using the ERS, using a little bit more to boost him a little bit more. He's going to send it. No, he's not. He's decided against it. Broke a little bit more. Oh, almost wins it there, Smithy. Managed to hold it well, though. He's got to try and catch back up to almost his teammate, as they are the only team left with both their drivers in the race. Some pre-race build-up for tomorrow in the chat there. Save it for tomorrow, guys. Save it for tomorrow. Show what you can do on track, not in the chat. Come on. There's Hypes. Still in the lead now. Struggling to keep the place, though. Got to try and get outside that 1 second margin. And then possibly try and even get outside of that 3 second. Mint Elephant has been given another penalty there, so he's on 9 seconds now. Jesse in provisional P8, not the P1 that was predicted, but he's not doing too badly, and Harvey was predicted in second and currently in fourth. It's the only prediction I can remember for it. Let me just quickly check the race director. Let me see how many warnings TQ is on. Oh, that's interesting there. So 1, 2, 3 warnings. I'm guessing one of them was not for that. And then he's got a penalty and 2 warnings and another warning. So he's probably got 1. He can't make another mistake, TQ. Otherwise, he will get another penalty, is what I think. Hype sets fastest lap and is now outside of that 1 second margin. Absolutely smashing it as DRS gets enabled outside that 1 second margin. He's timed it to perfection. And now Dan, within the DRS range of TQ, looking to make some moves, looking to make his way up the field here. Dan in that Alpine started all the way down in second last. Now up to 3rd place. Hype started in 10th. These two doing absolutely amazing to get themselves in such good positions for this. The other two didn't get to take part in the shorts quali. Jesse and Dayjuice. Jesse in 9th. Dayjuice has retired after spinning, which caused the last safety car. Right then, Dan catching a rate of knots now. Gonna dive down into the left-hander on TQ, pushing him a little bit wide. TQ gonna try and defend the position down the inside, but Dan trying to hold it around the outside. Dan's now gonna send it down the inside of TQ. Gonna try and get a good exit as well if he can. He's pushed him a little bit wide there. Wonderful exit there from Dan and keeps the position for now. This, though, is allowing Hypes to pull. It's allowing Hypes to pull away all this battling, not helping their cause for the lead. But they don't care about that now. All they care about is taking that position ahead of them. That is what they want. Hype's just smashing out at the moment, lap after lap. Doing so well on that medium compound tyre. It could be 2 wins from 2 here for Hype, taking the maximum amount of points possible. I think he got fastest lap in the last race as well. Or maybe not, actually, because I think the person who got fastest lap wasn't in the top 10. Harvey trying to make an overtake on TQ now. Will it be 3 wide? It will be 3 wide going into the left-hander. Harvey actually deciding against it. Deciding it's not worth it. He doesn't. Last time he went 3 wide, it ended in tears for him. So deciding against it and staying in that 4th place for now. But Dan trying to make a move again. Trying to get that place back from TQ. He manages to make it happen for now. And he manages to make it full stop. But we've still got 6 laps left in this one. Who will come out on top? It's now TQ trying to make the overtake here. He's trying to catch up. There we go. He manages to pull out to the side as he's looking for a move now. Activates the DRS, not using any ERS. He doesn't need to at the moment. Now trying to go around the outside here. Wonderful move. He managed to go around the outside. Demolition Dan getting out of the way. As Harvey now trying to make an opportunistic move on Demolition Dan, catching very fast here. Got lots of pace on him. Has saved his tyres for the last couple of laps. And here we go. It's Alex Brundle if you're looking for it. Anyway, Harvey makes the overtake here. He makes the overtake on Dan. Absolutely wonderful. There we go. Absolutely beautiful move there from Harvey round the outside. Oh yeah, Davide as well. Forgot about Davide. Yeah, I'm actually Davide. I forgot to tell you. As Harvey now makes a move down the inside. Wonderful move from him. Up into P2 once again. He will be looking to gain some advantage on these guys now. Pull away. And hopefully, for his sake, manage to get a 6-second gap to TQ. But TQ is on the edge. TQ there, still trying to make overtakes on Harvey, still looking for that move. As he now activates the DRS down the straight here. He's going to try and make the overtake, but he's too far behind. There's no way he's making that happen. Harvey got more ERS as well, so if he tries to just do it, he's going to do it. As Play's trying to make a move on Demolition Dan at the moment. These guys so close together. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, separated by less than 2 seconds. Harvey's out! Harvey is out of the race. A shock retirement for the long-time podium driver. And he's out of the race. Devastation for him. We have a safety car. This saves Lemons. Lemons was so far back, but he's been absolutely saved by the safety car. We'll get points, and we'll be very happy with that. Pipes has been screwed over though. Pipes had the gap he needed. Now he no longer does. TQ's most likely going to take the win. Devastation for Harvey though, who's doing so well up in P2, just defending his position really nicely, making his car almost as big as Fernando Alonso's car during the sprint qualifying at Britain. And Demolition Dan, he thought about putting into the pits. He was trying to fake out plays there. No one's going to put into the pits. There's only 4 laps left. There's no point. Yeah, it's going to be 1 or 2 laps sprint here. We'll see who comes out on top. Plays on the softs. Plays is on the soft compound tyre. This will help him so much. Even though he's got so many penalties, he'll be thinking about where he can get on track at the moment. I don't think he cares about where he comes anywhere else. It will just be about on track for him. The pride about where he can come while on track. That will be all it's about. And it looks like Demolition Dan is set to take a podium as well. So looking very good in that position. Yeah, Lemon's literally just pitting because of the safety car. And Jezzy, I think, also pitted as well So let me just double check. Yeah, Jezzy and Lemons pitting. So Jezzy was already last, so he might as well do it. Mint on the hard, so he'll be an easy overtake. Jezzy will be looking to make some overtakes here, get himself further up the field, and get himself possibly even up into P5 here. Jezzy, that's where he'll be aiming for, because otherwise it won't even matter anyway. But please do stick around for these last couple laps. This is going to be so interesting with just the last couple minutes to go. With the last couple minutes to go, it's going to be so close. Lemons has got to pick up the pace though, 46 seconds back. I'm going to go on board with him actually, as we watch him try and catch up. He's going to be pushing to catch up here, because the game might let them go now. It could restart now, and that will not help out Lemons at all. It'll be a shame for Lemons if it does go now. No, it's not going to go now. He is saved. He gets one more lap to catch up, possibly two. Now Lemons is there. He's just trying to catch up. It's a shame for Lemons, but at the same time, he's been absolutely saved by this. He'll be really happy that it's come out, obviously, because it saved his skin and allowed him to manage to. He'll be able to catch up by the end of this lap and then join the back of the field. Something's happened there. Plays? No, something's happened. Sorry, I thought I saw someone dropping back, but no. Demolition. Oh, Demolition's been overtaken. For some reason it's... Oh, there we go. He's back through now. Lovely. Back into the right positions. They're all hurrying each other up at the moment behind the safety car. Yeah, Lemon's having to do hot laps. Yeah, he really does. They carry so much speed through, like, the fast corners. These guys manage to hustle the car around so well. It's effortless for these guys. It's like they're floating. It's absolutely amazing. I wish I could drive just as well, and I'm sure the rest of you do as well. It's just amazing to watch them do it. I had the pleasure of commentating on a couple esports races recently, and it's just amazing to watch how they get those cars round the track so fast and so consistently as well. It's absolutely amazing to watch. And these guys as well, so fast and so good at what they do. Lemons is now pretty much caught up. He doesn't have to really do hot laps anymore. He can just go a little bit faster than normal. Warming up his tyres, he'll catch up by the time he needs to. Hey, we don't need any irritating here. We don't need to irritate each other, but it's true. Right then. Barney, where are you in the race? Where are you? Where are you, Barney? Oh yeah. DNS. That's right. Anyway. Here we go. Hypes, for the second time this race, has to lead the pack off to start it. Look at the tyre differences here. Lemons and Jezzy on very nice fresh tyres. The rest of the pack on old tyres now. And we'll be struggling for these last 2 laps. 2 lap sprint race. Here we go. Hypes leading them round. Yeah, that's what I said. DNS. Did not start. Yeah, I know. But he's still not starting. So that's a shame. Right then, here we go. Hype's going for it. Hype's pushing and pushing. He'll try and hold back TQ. I don't think he'll care about the 3 seconds anymore. He'll just push. And Plays has already made the overtake on Dan. No, he's had to let him back through. That's a shame for Plays. Oh, Demolition just weaving down the straight. That's not allowed, Demolition. Calm down. Plays got so many more penalties. Just let him through. Jezzy already up 1 place since the start. Actually stays in the same place because Lemon's up 2 places. Come on, Jezzy. I believe in you, mate. I believe in you. We'll watch you try and make some overtakes here. Yeah, but it's unsportsmanlike to weave on the straights, isn't it? It's just a bit meh, you know. Just don't do it, really. Irritating. I know Alonso does it and stuff, but I find it quite irritating and just a bit unsportsmanlike to do so. Also quite dangerous as well. Both yourself and the person trying to overtake you. As Piggs sort of flies down on Oscar, responds, and Lemon's now going to try and capitalise on this. On his soft compound tyres. No, he's not going to be able to capitalise on it for now. TQ struggling to hold on to Hypes now. Hypes really pushing, really trying to gain that 3-second gap. I don't think TQ's pushing though. TQ will know that if he gets one more warning, he's done, and that will be the end for him. So he's at the end of his hopes. So he's just going to keep it a little slower and make sure he stays within that 3-second gap. That's all he needs to do. That is all he needs to do as we enter the final lap. Jesse now going to try and make a move on Oscar. Come on, Jesse, you can do it. Down into turn 1. No, he can't. He's too far back. That's a shame for Jesse. Jesse on the soft compound tyre as well. Could be so... Oh, he's messed up there. Got throttled way too early. And we'll now have to fight back through Elephant again. I don't think the win's going to come through for Hypes now. He's struggling more and more every corner to make ground on TQ. TQ just staying consistent, staying there or thereabouts, and just doing the job he needs to do. Nothing more, nothing less. He's doing exactly what he needs to do to take the win here, TQ, with Jesse, his teammate, in P9. Yeah, Lemons will take P4 at the moment, with the massive amount of penalty difference he has compared to the rest of the field. There's Oscar still trying to defend a position though. Oscar doesn't want to let him through. Oscar doesn't want to concede any position here. Oscar will want to hold it. All right then, it will be Hypes who takes the checkered flag, but it won't be him winning the race. That will be the man behind him, unless he spins here. Nope, that will be the man behind him. Here we go. TQ across the line and he wins. TQ wins this race. Hype second. Dan in third. Smithy in fifth. Lemons comes home in fourth. Wait, did Oscar crash on the line? Jez came sixth. That's very good from Jez there. Probably not what he quite would have wanted, but it's a very good result nonetheless. We've got our podium there. A Mercedes, a McLaren and an Alpine. If only that was Bottas, Norris and Alonso come Sunday. Alright then guys, stick around for the interviews. At the end we'll be interviewing the top 3 drivers, see what they thought of the race. If you have any questions for them, put it in the chat and I will ask them those questions as long as they are appropriate. Alright then. Our winner is TQ, second is Hypes, third Dan, third Lemons, fourth Smithy, sixth Jesse, seventh Plays, eighth Pigs, ninth Elephant, 10th Oscar. Obviously takes some points he takes a point at the end. As Lemon sets fastest lap as well, so he gets another point for that one. I know for certain one of them has a mic, so we'll see whether all of them do. Hello, everybody. Can you please accept your voices for the broadcast? Hello. Could you please allow your voices for the broadcast, and then we can get underway with the interviews?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then. I want to start with Dan.
Yep.
That was a weird race for you. Obviously, joining late, managing to just get in because of the restart, and you smashed it. You smashed it, mate. Up, I think 8 positions, and you did really, really well there.
Yeah, cheers.
Managing to climb so many positions, especially after the safety car. You did really well. And how did it feel to manage to get the P3 in the end?
Well, first race of the season for me because I missed the last race. Just joined this one, and yeah, happy with a P3. Got on the podium. Had a good fight and sticking out with no penalties to about lap 12, I think.
Yeah, that was amazing. I said on stream, how have you managed to last that long?
Yeah, and then
without
I
getting
got
penalties?
I got a really crappy penalty on like lap 15. It was like on the exit, and I picked up 2 warnings and a penalty, just from one turn.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That's a shame. But you
Right
did
there.
well. You got that 3rd place. You managed to hold off many, I would say, quite often better opponents, and managed to hold them behind you and keep those places. And you did really, really well to do so. Great
Cheers.
strategy as well from you. So really, really good race.
Thanks.
Right, next one I want to talk to Hypes. Obviously, you came 2nd in the end because of penalties. That last safety car didn't do you any favours, did it?
No, it really didn't. No, unfortunate, but just the way it is, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's a shame for you. You do know though that TQ, you probably don't, but he had 1 warning left. If he'd got 1 warning, it would
did
be
he?
over. Yeah, 1 warning. I checked on the thing, and one warning, and it would have been over. So you were close, but not quite close.
Close, but
enough.
no cigar.
Yeah, close but no cigar. You came 2nd though. It's a It's a 1st in the 1st race, 2nd in this race. It's been great to watch you in the 2 races.
Thank you.
Struggled early on in both of them actually, and then come back later on stronger. I guess that's just you getting into the race and getting into your flow. And you've done really, really well today. Couple close shaves in battles, but you've done well.
Yeah.
And, congratulations on the P2.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
TQ, you loved those turns. You loved those overtakes into the long left-hander, didn't you?
Yeah, I just felt when I got it looked like I got a better exit, so instead of like staying behind and waiting, I just decided to see how it goes, and whatever happens happens.
Yeah, you did it 3 or 4 times, didn't you? It was amazing.
Yeah,
Kept going and kept going.
that was my main overtaking spot this race.
Yeah, you just kept doing the overtakes there, and they kept on working, even though it's actually quite a hard place to get them done. But you managed to do it, and you managed to take the win at the end. I could tell though, just before the safety car, you were starting to drop back, and panic. I could tell that panic was starting to set in, and your driving was getting a little bit more scruffy, and a little bit more worse for wears.
I think the pressure behind me from I think it was Dan and THX was putting me off and making me panic a bit more. But then when I saw THX unfortunately spin, the panic kind of eased off a bit.
Yeah, and you also, with the safety car, saved you, destroyed Hypes' dreams of winning the first 2 races, but it really helps you out, and you've got that win there, and in great style as well. Some wonderful overtaking, and not the most exciting race overall. Some wonderful flashes, but it was mostly consistent from you today, and it was very well deserved win in the end. So congratulations,
Thank you.
Congratulations to all 3 of you for getting on the podium, and great races.
Considering I had done little to no practice this week, I'm happy with P1.
Yeah, you did really well. Really, really well.
And USA is one of my least favourite tracks as well.
Yeah, see, there's more to come from you later on in the season then. We could see a wonderful battle in the championship between you, Harvey, and Hypes come the end. Possibly even Dan as well.
Hopefully.
Nice.
I had no
those
practice
2.
for this track. Just finished my dinner until my Xbox.
Wonderful, wonderful. I do feel Harvey's pain though. I'm sure you guys do as well. An awful first 2 races from him. It's not gone too well, but you guys know, and you'll be aware that he'll come back fighting, and he'll come back angry as well. So I think you'll be giving him a little bit more space in the next one because of that. Little bit more room. Anyway, really, really well done to you 3 and to all of the guys competing today, especially if they finish the race. USA, a very hard track, especially on the new game with the awful curbs to get right and to stay alive in. So well done to all of the drivers today, and really, really well done. Congratulations, especially to you 3 for getting on the podium, and we'll see you in the next one. It will be on the ABEEZ actual Twitch channel next time. Hopefully I'll actually be able to log into that one. And make sure you tune in tomorrow for Tier 2 as well. Make sure you tune in for that one. We should have some absolutely wonderful racing there as well. So we'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.